Hello everyone and welcome to our February 25th, 2025 Global Meditation with the Alchemy Collective Consciousness. The Alchemy Collective Consciousness is a group of light beings who come across time and space to support a planet and its people at the time of awakening. They speak through our channel Ana-La-Rai and have been co-creating with us now for over 12 years. My name is Paula, and I'm part of the human ground crew who support the Alchemy Collective Consciousness. The other members of our ground crew are Ana-La-Rai, our voice and channel, and her husband Christian, and they live in Vancouver Island in Canada. Ara joins us from Florida, US. Maria joins us from Colorado, US, and I'm in Montana, US. The ground crew all donate our time and divine service to the planet, but we do have 3D costs to cover, primarily our website and GoToWebinar. We greatly appreciate your donations to cover these costs, and if you would like to donate, simply go to our website, thealchemycollective.org, and look for the yellow donate button. Thank you so much for joining us today. Enjoy the meditation, and here's Ana-La-Rai.
Thank you, Paula. Okay, so I am traveling. As you probably know, I am at Sarala's place in Florida right now on a different computer, so I ask for your patience. And so today's session is the third in a series of 3 and a little different. So we are not creating a group heart today. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go and actually use the angelic resonance grid. So you need to have done the 40 minutes laying on the grid without any healing work already, so which is the meditation before this. If you haven't done that, then you want to hang up and do this as a recording, okay? So just to be clear, you need to have done the part 2 before you do part 3, okay? And what that does is it gets your body and your energy system aligned to the angelic resonance grid. So today's process will be primarily in silence. What we're going to do shortly is we're going to follow the instructions on the screen. I'm going to read them out loud to go to the angelic grid. You've already done that at least once. And we're going to connect with the grid, and then you're going to start your own healing process. Now, it doesn't matter what healing tools you use normally, whether you do pranic healing or Reiki or shamanic healing, or you work with crystals or love, or it doesn't matter the process of healing, okay? And everybody has their own different one. If you don't have any process of healing, you've never done any of that, then what I would suggest you do for today is just set your intentions that you bring love, the vibrations of love from source, into your body, or work with the diamond lights, okay? So, and what we're going to do today is myself and the alchemy are going to hold the energy a little differently than when you do this by yourself, so that hopefully you can all have an experience, okay? So before we start, which questions do you have? And then once I've seen your questions, I will bring in the alchemy. And just a reminder, there is no session next Tuesday because I will not have access to Wi-Fi. So you can raise your hand or type in and I'll read your question if you have any questions. And those of you that have, I think it was from an advanced opportunity full moon, that the 10 times healing from Lord Sananda, you can also activate that, okay? Do we go to a specific area for healing? Well, we're going to follow the instructions, and you're going to go to the same area that you go to on the grid. But in terms of a specific area for healing on your body, that's totally up to you. It can be physical, it can be emotional, whatever you want to work on with whatever process you normally use. Okay? So everyone that's listening now has listened to recording part 2, where you spend your 40 minutes laying on the grid, okay, to get your body aligned. So go to the same location on planet Earth that you did that one, okay? Which other questions do you have? And one saying, oh my gosh, the energy's off the charts already. I could hardly move this morning. And I know I have a little wee bit of jet lag, but I know it wasn't that. So you can lay down, you can sit up. It's really up to you. I would suggest that you try not to fall asleep, right? You try not to fall asleep. So when we do this process, what we're doing is the grid is supporting by helping us move into that energy of resonance with the angelic fields. Okay, so we're going to go through it together. And then once you're all connected, everybody's going to work on themselves. And that's why there is no group heart today. Okay. Can you use this to heal a pet? No, remember they said for the first year, this is only for you. Okay. Okay. All right. Any other questions? So you're going to work on you. Okay. So, I'd like you to write in, and I'm not going to read anybody's answer out loud. Like, I'm not going to read who said it, but I'd love it if you'd write in and tell me what you're going to work on. What area of your body are you going to work on? So we'll just put that into the fields. We're not going to say anybody's name. So we have knees, digestive system, shoulders, toes, mind, lower back, left leg, hands and left knee, general healing, some skin issues, lungs, COPD, pattern of getting easily stressed out, liver lesions, cysts, and nutmeg. Okay. Physical healing due to a massive cold or flu, whole body, energy, shoulder, neck. Yes, you can work on fear, lower back, endocrine system, lymphatic system, lungs, back, stomach, whole self, kidneys, bladder. Let me just see, I have to make this a little longer. I didn't lie down last time. Can I take part in this meditation? Okay, so if you have not listened to part 2 yet of the recording where you laid down on the grid for 30 to 40 minutes, then no, unless you were with us at the gathering in Muskoka where we activated the grid, there wouldn't be any point because you're not aligned with it yet. So if you were with us at the gathering in Muskoka last September on the Sunday where we activated the grid, you would have done it then. If not, it would have been last week for part 2. If you were not done either of those yet, then it won't work today, right? Because your body's not aligned to it. Okay, head, vertigo, joints, organs, adrenals, and kidneys. Okay, so I'm not sure what you mean. So tell me what you mean by you couldn't lie down. You didn't have to physically lie down. You just had to intend you were lying down on the grid. If you did the meditation where you closed your eyes and you intended that you were laying on the grid for the 40 minutes, then it's fine. All right. Perfect. Any other areas that people are working on? Let me check here. So we have right side. I'm going to work on jet lag. Anybody else have anything you want to add? All right. All right. So let's get connected to the light and just see, feel, or sense as we bring in that pure source light. And I'm going to ask everyone to consciously connect to your highest self, consciously connect to your angelic middle self if you know what that is. If you don't, then you don't have it yet. And just see before you this beautiful golden disc. It's larger than a dinner plate. It's the alchemy's travel disc. It's the alchemy's travel disc. And as you step upon it, see as it brings you up, up, up to the alchemy's field. And from here, let me just bring through the alchemy. Greetings, beloved ones. We are the alchemy, and on this day we greet you. It is our pleasure to be with you this day and to support you in your using and first full practice of the angelic resonance grid for most of you. And we say once again that you needed to have done part 2, so your body is already aligned to the angelic resonance grid. And most of you have already selected an area of your body. If you have not, an emotion, a physical or emotional issue you wish to work on, so that you go in with a clear understanding. And we have not created the group heart because we are doing individual, you are doing individual work on yourself. So everyone should now be aligned. You are connected to source and to your highest self. And we shall begin. So we invite you to go to the location on Earth that you are familiar with from either last week or when the grid was co-created. It is a place of nature and it is near the angelic being who is holding the energies. Consciously now, place your feet on the angelic resonance grid and make the following statement out loud. I am now consciously connecting to the angelic resonance grid. I am consciously connecting to the angelic resonance grid now. I am now consciously connecting to the angelic resonance grid. And now you are going to start your healing process with whatever tools you have on whatever part of your body that you wish. We are going to move into the silence. We are going to give you 30 minutes. Some of you may not need 30 minutes. If you do not need 30 minutes, then you may just relax on the grid or work on something else, but we would suggest you stay with one thing. Or you can just, if you wish to disconnect from the grid early, then you would state, I disconnect now from the grid. And then we will be back in 30 minutes to hear how it went and to finalize today's session. All right. So we shall move into the silence. You will have your feet on the grid. You can now, if you have not done so, give your statement out loud and begin your healing process now. Beloved ones, your time on the angelic grid is done, but before you disconnect, we want you to wrap your arms around you like you are giving yourself a hug and feel the energies of the angels, the angelic resonance grid as you hug yourself, but it is the angels hugging you. And now you make your statement, I now disconnect from the grid and you return. You return now to the alchemy field and to your own time and space. If any of you felt energies or had an experience, we wish you to write it in. Let us know how it was for you. And yes, we know before you ask, you will be able to use this recording if you do not wish to do it alone to have this extra boost. How many of you felt the energies as quite strong? Raise your hands. Some of you are still very far gone. Yes, many of you. So if you wish to share with us, write in. I felt the flow, shoulder is feeling better. The energy was very strong. It almost knocked me out. I felt more connection in the process. The angels were hugging me as I laid on the grid. It felt very loving and right. I felt peaceful, slight less pain. I got shaky energy. I stayed awake through the whole experience, intense energies. My hands activate and I felt a strong flow. Can we do this every day? Yes, you can do this as often as you wish, beloved. There isn't a time frame. You can stay longer on the grid or shorter on the grid, depending on what healing you are doing. That is up to you. Very strong right from the beginning, lots of release of physical symptoms. My knees are significantly better. Incredible. I could visualize strands of DNA and healing. Strong flow of energy. Beautiful. Very intense and very peaceful. And some happy hands there. Beautiful, beautiful. And so, beloved ones, you may use this as often as you wish. And we will ask Christian to put a note on the website with this recording where it starts. So if you don't want to listen to us every time, then you at how many minutes you can move the recording forward to start right away. You do not need to listen to the recording again. That is totally up to you. You can simply do this process whenever you wish, using whatever healing you did. Beloved ones, we are always grateful to co-create with you and work, and we simply remind you also that we will be having 2 gatherings this year. Our online gathering is in April. So the gathering starts on Sunday, April 13th, and it finishes on Thursday, the 17th. The Sunday will also be a 1-day option available. And then in November, we go to Mexico to Mar-de-Jade Resort, where we have been many times for an in-person gathering. The registration is available on our website, thealchemycollective.org. And if you are not able to come, but you would like to support someone else in it, we are happy to handle those details and registrations and distribute the monies. So you are welcome to donate and let us know that it is for the gathering. And our blessings to each of you. We will see you in, well, not see you, but we will be with you in 2 weeks. And we have a few more comments. The energies are very intense every day lately. Thank you. Energies intense and feeling well. Thank you. Could feel tingling sensations in my lungs. Feels like I got more breath now. Thank you so much. We'll repeat this many times. Thank you. Enjoy your trip. Sensations and sensations. Beautiful, beloved ones. Beautiful. All right. Our blessings and love to each of you. We are the alchemy. Thanks, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.